The windy remnants of a Middle Tennessee spring storm easily transition into a tranquil grazing place. It's a temporary escape from all that is troubling the world.
Compared to today's world, it's just peaceful.
And that's because all that is wrong in a 21st century society doesn't seem to impact the small flock of sheep on an 1850s farm. All their cares will soon be cast away. They are simply dressed too warm for the weather.
It's just like getting a haircut. This time next year, it'll be that long again.
Some of the older ones, depending on the breed, they realize what's going on. If you've got several in a bunch, some of those will actually work their way to the front so they get sheared quick.
The groups that gather around this demonstration also work their way to the front for the show and tell of how it all used to happen.
You can come up closer, it's okay.
I only see it on YouTube.
So what's it like to see it for real?
Pretty cool.
Which is better, YouTube or seeing it right here live and in person?
Seeing it here in person.
You're wrestling a sheep, you're shearing it, you got to have a lot of hand and arm strength just to work those clippers, because you can't just push it through. You're sitting there and every time you squeeze it, it's tiring you out, so you got to have a lot of forearm strength to work those things.
You get toughened into it.
He seemed like he was relaxed.
Our goal is to demonstrate the way they would have worked in the 1850s. We've got great buildings, we've got a great facility here, and part of what we try to do is explain visually, hands-on, how people used to live and function, doing things the old-fashioned way before they had electricity. It really helps people understand how long things took, how hard it was to shear a sheep.
Carter was president. However long ago that's been, that's when I started.
That's when he sheared his first sheep, not how long it took to do this one. Using old-fashioned clippers, it takes about 10 minutes. But an Irishman using electric shears holds the Guinness Book of World Records at 37.9 seconds.
If I was trying to do it, I'd be lucky if I got through a sheep an hour.
But no one is in a hurry here, not today.
Personally, I could live in this time, in the 1850s. I could just see myself living in this era, in that era, you know. And so I personally just love it for that reason, that I can relate myself to doing all the things that they would do here.
Does anybody want a feel of him? Come on up.
What's in there is a certain kind of oil that the sheep produces called lanolin. And lanolin is in soap and in lotions and in shampoos and lipstick and all kinds of things.
And all kinds of things will happen with this wool.
Would you like to take some wool with you?
Small pieces will end up in a few pockets, but the bulk of the wool, anywhere from 6 to 20 pounds, will be washed, dyed, spun into yarn, and most likely knit into something warm.
It just depends on what the farm needs at the time, as far as what its fate is going to be.
Come on. Come on, get up.
What'd y'all think? What'd you think of sheep shearing? Thumbs up? Did you like it?
Yes.
They like their little, show them your little pieces you got. They each got a little bit of wool to fill.
Oh, that was yours.
It makes their hands real soft, doesn't it? Yeah.
Is this better than YouTube?
Absolutely.
I think it is too. You know, when people come out and they can see it in person, it's a much better situation than seeing it on a screen. When you can touch the sheep, when you can smell the wool and actually experience it, it's a way better interactive experience than just watching it secondhand. We love it when people come out and they get that sort of experience. You know, we bring families out, people come out on spring break, we got homeschool groups, we got a lot of surrounding schools that come out as well to experience life on the farm.
As the temperatures rise and more sheep are sheared, some of the visitors make their way across a little wooden bridge to visit with the Homeplace rooster and his harem of chickens. A social situation you can actually see.
I like chickens more than my YouTube channel.
Near Dover, Tennessee, I'm Annette Noel Hall on the Wild Side.